Military people of Reddit. Area 51 guards. How do you feel about the September 20th raid? Submitted by XeLLerus. In all seriousness, I'm wondering if other bases are on alert in case this thing really goes down. They're just going to let everyone in the base, then never let them leave. If the military government had secrets, what fun would it be to hide them at the most publicized secret facility? Hopefully nobody knows about the small exhaust port that a well-aimed proton torpedo could get into and destroy the base. I don't think people realize how much desert there is to the actual base. There's nothing out there for a reason. I'd imagine any SF people would just let them run as far as they can and then just drive over to them and offer a Mount Dew to get in the back of the truck. Wouldn't hurt to have some real-life news coverage here. How many people are queued up at local hotels? Any info would be worth reading. Bring lots of water? It gets hot in the frickin' desert and it's miles to get to anything. A good chance to test the newest rubber chili pepper bullets and next-gen non-lethal weaponry. Raiders, hey, I'ma find the alien anal probes. Sergeant Allen a few hours later, sir, please bend over. We need to do a cavity search. Resident here. I hope this guy make it inside. We have been living in here for several decades and I honestly want to stretch my tentacles and finally roam the world. See the sights. Splorch the splorched. My cousin flies the drones. Be careful out there. Area 51 isn't going to stand a chance with the Naruto runners and the power of friendship. Once upon a time, not very long ago, a young man and woman joined the military. They then went to basic and were accepted as security forces. Base police. They were excited. They were told they would be keeping the perimeter secure. High hopes for action. Then they receive orders to a base in the middle of nowhere with nothing to do. They find out that being the SP is sitting on the flight line at 2 a.m. watching a jet or standing at a gate in the heat. Their amazing skills go to waste. Then a herd of jackasses come loping towards their fence. This is what they've been dreaming of. It will definitely be interesting. I work security forces down the way at XeLLerus for a few years. I would say good luck getting in first of all. It's just shitty desert for miles. Second, when you cross into a restricted area which is clearly denoted by many posted signs or painted on the ground, when not dirt, lethal force is authorized, no questions asked. But I would imagine that you would have to get in pretty far before lethal force is actually used. I think people might actually show up but no one will actually do anything and it will be guards at the border of the restricted area talking to neckbeards all night long. You mean the September 20th massacre? I used to work at Area 76. My only advice is, try not to get shot by the guards or mauled by military working dogs. Army here. I am so glad I am not one of the people in charge of security on that base. Is all I'm gonna say. Retired MSG here. I honestly doubt more than a handful of people could actually make it to the installation since it's miles from the nearest town with no real roads leading in. That said, I was assigned to the Army's Delta Force in the 2000s. And our guard force was not only authorized to use deadly force if there was a breach of the perimeter, but it was standard operating procedure they should since the compound is regarded as a high-value asset. But, let's say for argument's sake thousands of civilians were making their way to the installation. The most likely scenario would be a temporary extension of the installation's enforceable borders, augmented by local, state, and federal agencies working in conjunction to arrest thieves or let's say thousands slip by these first echelons of Leos, though. You'd most likely have escalating use of force the closer they get to the installation. Let's say thousands still make it through laser sonic, rubber bullets, and tear gas deterrents, and they get to the installation's physical barrier. They'd get shot and triaged on site. 8. And those that live would be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Retired military here. From a public opinion standpoint, the base MPs and BASF have got the short straw. If they don't stop incursions into the restricted space, they'll be a laughingstock. If they do, they'll be heartless, faceless assaulters of the general public. If real military force is required to be brought to bear against civilians, they'll be lambasted. From a practical side, civilians who think they can breach Area 51 are delusional. The military is not restricted to the same low-level riot equipment or rules of engagement that a municipal police force is. And assaulting a military installation would probably get you a trip to an black site military prison, assuming you didn't just wind up shot. Military forces protecting a restricted space are going to use lethal force if necessary. I'm excited to find out what kinds of new non-lethal technology the military has been working on, that they will get to test out on these dumbasses. Former military, and rolling my eyes, imagining hundreds of people risking being shot and killed to find nothing but a bunch of airmen and senior airmen sitting around a smoke pit, chain smoking Marlboro Golds, bitching about lunch chow and a file cabinet full of old maintenance cards for the B-1. If y'all want secrets, storm the mountain in Colorado. And good luck. Living on any other military base is the most boring life possible, with the exception of Camp Lejeune. At least the Marines would get drunk and throw insane barracks parties when hurricanes would roll through. No idea why civilians glamorize military life like we're living on the other side and are privy to the secrets of the world. You expect a bunch of 19-year-old E3s who can't be trusted not to get an alcohol incident DUI for one goddamn week to keep their lips closed about the existence of aliens. Given a lance corporal a half-empty can of Skoal and an expired Rippet, and he'll tell you his mom's social security number. If you wanted Area 51 secrets, just go to the nearest strip club on a tours at night. There's a reason the NSA, CIA, DIA all maintain police security departments that aren't active duty military. You think Airman Smuckatelli is guarding the secrets to the Tesseract? Just so you know, any military installation is authorized to use deadly force. Our base allows it, so I am positive Area 51 is authorized. Y'all better be practicing tour Naruto run. Ex-military with no relation to Area 51. I hope they clap some spicy alien cheeks. My uncle is attending with his search and rescue squad just to be ready. Some dumb people with no food or water are going to get lost and need help. I used to guard the nukes that go on subs. You are just creating extra shifts and patrols for soldiers that would normally not be in guard rotation. Obligatory, not a guard, nor in the military, or involved with Area 51. But I did just visit the Tillamook Cheese Factory in Tillamook, Oregon. Can recommend if Area 51 doesn't pan out. Not military, but we should raid everyone's house while they're raiding Area 51. Never worked at Area 51, but I really want to see what happens. I bet 99.9% of the people that signed the petition won't show. Plot twist: government declares purge to distract us. Massive special Darwin Award this year. You're all about to know what tear gas feels like. Have fun, kids. It's either going to be very anticlimactic and nobody will show up, or it will be epic and everyone will show up. Active duty USAF recently left Nellis AFB. Lol, good luck, nerds. Not in myself, but from a military family. One of my family members has some high clearance. I'm pretty sure he isn't stationed at Area 51, but I asked him anyway. He said don't go unless I want to ruin my life, disappear or wind up dead. So yeah, sitting this one out because the 2 brain cells I have left worked a double shift and said I should probably not go. I can't believe there isn't a single reasonable response in the top approximately 10 posts. Area 51 is so remote they literally fly in employees daily. It's called Janet Airline. You literally cannot drive a car to Area 51. You sure as hell are not running there in September. And the one aspiring super marathon runner who makes it won't be a match for the chain link fencing board MPs. *Edit. Okay, maybe it's possible to drive. A lot of people are saying so, but I DC enough to Google. It's still remote enough they fly in most employees daily. Nobody is getting close. Most Americans can't afford groceries, let alone a plane ticket and a rental car for the New Mexico desert. Army here. It's an ongoing meme that we all want to get duty there to work on our Amos year. My friend who just got back from his deployment in Afghanistan was pessimistic about the raid's chances. I think his exact words were, "They're gonna fucking kill everybody who shows up. Don't care." German military here. You guys go wild dodging bullets with Naruto running, I suppose. I don't know who planned for a Friday. Everyone knows patches are Tuesday, so Wednesday is raid day. I think anyone stationed at any high-security government site would be hesitant to identify themselves as such, and anyone who identified themselves would be hard-pressed to prove it and keep their job. Freedom. Edited. For spelling. Honestly, the government had plenty of heads up on this. It would be a great opportunity to set up some refreshments, food, some entertainment, and just do a meet and greet with some official representatives in good humor outside the main gates or whatever. Say, seriously, this area is, in fact, restricted, but have some punch and pie, take some selfies, and enjoy the ball pit. Then be on your way. Finally going to get that super rare achievement of beating up a nerd while doing a backflip. Got my popcorn ready. I might have to cancel my wedding. It's on the 21st. I'm stationed extremely close to Area 51. So let's hope I don't get that call to come to work that day. Friend is in the Air Force. He's heard that they are just going to have the local police department to give the citations for trespassing. Military isn't supposed to interact with civilians. Police are, so that's what they are going to stock up on. Edit. He just informed me that he's also heard that the National Guard will also be there just in case. They're used to civilian interaction way more than the AF. There is a reason the signs say use of deadly force is authorized. Don't go there.